Welcome to the West Bridgewater Public Library. My name is Ellen Snownimus and I'm the library director here. This summer we had a teen essay contest whose subject was, Who is Your Rock? And we got some wonderful essays spanning the range from 7th grade all the way through to people who just graduated from high school who gave wonderful responses to that question. But we had to pick some people, so we chose the 3 best essays that we could find. And now I have the pleasure of introducing all 3 of our grand prize winners. For 3rd place is Alex Alfieri from 7th grade. In 2nd place is Julia Melcher, who is entering 10th grade in East Bridgewater. And our grand prize winner is Marissa Deluca, who just finished her senior year in West Bridgewater High School. So take it away, Alex.
My inspiration is my brother. He is a Marine, and he has been in for about 8 years. He is like my best friend. He has always been nice to me. He always appreciates me and does stuff with me all the time. We have a bunch of things in common. We like a lot of the same stuff. Whenever we see each other, we always do something fun together, like we see the new Marvel movie, hunt, and fishing. He is my inspiration because he has worked very hard to where he is. He is now a type of sergeant that teaches people how to be Marines, mentally and physically. My brother can be a little annoying sometimes, but he has a good heart and is very caring. One of the main reasons my brother inspires me is he has changed his ways greatly. He used to be a troublemaker that would make really bad choices in high school. He would get into trouble sometimes, and he didn't seem to care that much either. Now he is a good man. He has matured a lot more now. He knows what to do and what not to do. I admire how much he converted himself from bad to good. He does have a very adventurous and exciting personality, but he won't go too far just to have a laugh. He is respectful now and has a lot of self-control. He is a much better person than he was before. Another reason my brother inspires me is how strong and tough he is. He seems like he's never afraid of anything. He always makes me feel safe when I am around him. Whenever we are in a bad or unsafe area, I don't feel scared because I know how brave and powerful my brother is. He makes me want to be like him. I wish I was as great as him. My brother never shows any weakness. He doesn't ever act afraid. Sometimes I wonder if he can ever feel pain. My brother is also really funny. He can make everyone in the family laugh, even if it's a quick joke to be funny, like a life story that happened to him. Lastly, my brother and I share many things in common. We both have a very strong connection to Marvel and DC. We will read comics or watch a superhero-based movie together. Since he lives in North Carolina, which is pretty far away, we will talk about it on the phone or text each other about ideas about who's going to die in Avengers Infinity War. We also both enjoy doing things outside like camping and fishing. He taught me how to fish and made me enjoy it. Sometimes when he flies at my house, we will just sit and relax. The reason why this inspires me is it shows he is similar to me, meaning I can be like him one day.
More than a coach. There are family members, teachers, athletic coaches, and friends that influence your life. But what if one of the people who has influenced your life is all 4 of those characters in one? Maureen Haley is the mother of my dance family, my teacher and coach, and someone who I am proud to call my friend. Mrs. Haley has been a part of my life for about 9 years or so. I started my Irish dancing career at a Busy Bee daycare, but then went to dance with the one and only Maureen Haley. She had always said that I had to leave nervous Nellie at home when I went to competitions. I was, and still can get, very nervous when I go to competitions. I have never had much confidence in my dancing or the power that I may or may not possess. Mrs. Haley had been someone to help change that for me. She always is telling me I wouldn't give you the opportunity to dance in this competition if I didn't think that you belonged there. Throughout my years of dancing and facing more and more challenges, I have gained enough confidence to be able to feel that I have danced well coming off the stage. I have also been able to admit to myself when my performance could have been better. Maureen Haley has showed me how to have confidence in myself even when I did not perform my best. My coach has also showed me how to make work fun. There are times when dancing feels more like work than an activity that I enjoy doing. My favorite dance memory that was fun was when we would do dancing in the dark. She would shut the lights off and have us do a routine similar to what we did when we danced at events. It was a nice reward we got when we danced well and stayed focused. Now that my friends and I are older and dance is getting more serious for us, we get a good laugh in our team dancing. There was a time that I am always going to remember when Mrs. Haley had filled in for a teammate that was sick. The whole team was laughing when she filled in because she would make mistakes here and there. But that's another thing that I have learned from my teacher. It's okay to make mistakes, laugh about it a little, and then correct it. There are many factors of my life that have been influenced by this amazing woman, but the top two are confidence in that you can have fun while still working. Maureen Haley is a strong, talented, kind person who is a huge inspiration in my life. I am so grateful that I can call her my family, teacher, coach, and friend. I will never be able to thank her enough for all that she has done for me. I hope that this essay dedicated to her will be a start.
In most cases, when you are asked who inspires you, you think of your favorite singer or maybe the president or the first man on space. When I am asked this question, I immediately think about my mother. In 1969, in Dumaguete, Philippines, my mother was born. She was the youngest of 8 children. In the province of Dumaguete, many people struggled with poverty. Due to the amount of children that were in the family, they struggled with money. My mother had to walk miles to school every morning, carrying firewood in exchange for bread at lunchtime. She had to wear the same clothes every day. She was ridiculed by her peers from kindergarten to 6th grade. She was taunted for not being as smart as her peers, the way she looked, the way she spoke, the amount of money she had. In 6th grade, she dropped out, unable to stand the harassment from the other students. She started working, and at the age of 12, she traveled miles to the capital city of the Philippines called Manila to support her family back home and work as a housemaid. At the age of 12, she was all alone. At the age of 12, she became an adult. She worked jumping from job to job until she was 18. That is when her current employers decided to send her to America to help their family with their newborn child. At 18, my mother left her family, traveling across the world to pursue her biggest dream, America. She worked every day from sunrise till sunset, and sometimes even more, just to be able to send money back to her parents so that they were able to eat. Struggling with English and being from a foreign country, she experienced a lot of prejudice. But this didn't stop her. This pushed her even harder. She went to classes to learn English, to read and write. After a year, she was fluent in English, opening up more opportunities for her. She worked as a nanny for 4 different kids in 2 different households. She had grown to love gardening because it reminded her of working on the fields back home. Years later, she met my father and eventually had me. There has not been a day in my life where my mother has stopped working. She brings a delightful smile, a contagious laugh, and a humble attitude everywhere she goes. Her work ethic has influenced me to never give up on what I have to accomplish, because anything is possible if you work as hard as you can and put your mind towards it. I am so delighted to have my mother in my life, and she has taught me many things that I live by today. As she says, be thankful for your struggles, because without them you wouldn't find your strength.
And now it is my distinct pleasure to give the cash prizes to our winners that were donated to this cause by Mansfield Bank, a wonderful contributor to the library. So for third prize, $25 goes to Alex.
Thank you.
And second prize goes to Julia.
Thank you.
$50. And $100 goes to Marissa. Thank you all very much for participating.